Good evening, Sarah pupils. I'm your host, friend, and life coach, Mrs. Divine, and I bridge the gap between intuition and intelligence by giving you the tools for alignment. Today, you're going to be listening to an interview that I did with my brother. In this interview, you're going to see a different side of me because this is not me talking to someone who wants to work through something or gain clarity. This is an interview to where you really see me listening, just listening to a person's perspective. Okay, so our perspective is shaped by our attention. And the thing that normally gets our attention is our emotions. And with my brother growing up in a house full of women, he got a lot of emotional responses from us. So he was using his emotions to process our emotions, but he was using his emotions to process our emotions logically, when emotions aren't always something that can be processed logically. When you're dealing with someone who's not using their emotions in a way that shows awareness, where they are in control of that energy and are directing it. Many times when people are emotional, they're just being used by the emotion to blindly react to something. So it's important to remember when listening to this interview that what I'm showing here is what happens to masculine energy and how masculine energy can perceive a toxic sort of feminine energy. And by the toxic feminine energy that I'm referring to, I'm talking about that strong, independent, who don't need a man for nothing type of energy, which is the stuff that they convey on TV and say that is a part of our culture. I just want you guys to really listen without judgment and hear the thoughts of a young man being raised amongst nothing but feminine energy. Enjoy.
Yeah,
You can see it?
I see your video. Oh, look at, look right behind you. I love it.
Oh, the king?
Yes. This is our Martin Luther King Day special. No, just
Yeah. But you said
sound like
I
you can't. Hey, your mama gonna see this, so you know. you know,
made me spark up quick.
your grandma gonna see this. You're like, okay, Ann, let's start.
You don't give me them niggas.
So
now,
I was just
now if you say my great grandma, then all right, hold on. Grandma Issa can't see this now.
I'm gonna show her when I go to her house in a couple of weeks.
All right, that's
Me
cool.
and my brother did one.
You better edit that shit out.
I'm not that good at editing, guys. Yeah, I was thinking of you. I was like he really dealt with 5 women growing up. And I said, I think I said to somebody, they're like, oh, that's not that bad, whatever that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to grow up with so much feminine energy around you. I said, not if that's the only energy around you.
Or if that's the actual truth. Like, cause one thing I've been learning is about like, ever since you had your group and you had your you're a divine feminist.
Divine feminine energy.
But you're a divine feminist. That's what I call it.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, ever since you had your group, I started realizing, well, I'll say your group plus like Kevin Samuels, kind of defining what does it sound like for us to say feminine? You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll say, come, you'll be more or less, you will have a level of comprehension to collaborate. You know, you'll collab, you'll be a little bit submissive. You'll try to big up them less than the stuff that we'll go through. So I know what you're saying, like with the feminine energy, if that's actual true feminine energy. Because I talk to women right now, and just with a lot of women not wanting to grow, I'm like, that's not even feminine. It's like, how can you say that you're a female and you don't have positive growth, like growing thoughts? It's like, your whole thing is about growth. Like, you have somebody grow inside of you, come out your thing, and you be around them and grow them. You know what I'm saying? Because you have this type of energy. And it's a lot of people will say things like, I'm this way and I've been like that since I was a kid and I'm not changing. And it's just like, they'll say that to men that they like look at as a potential suitor, you know what I mean? Or somebody to date. And it's just like, they'll take that, they want you to take that as face value. Like, that's something that we have to accept.
But it's like saying that that's a part of me. And like, if I have to give that up, that means that you don't like me for me. They're not ever stopping to evaluate if that quality of that person, well, I'm not going to say they're not ever. We are not, our society doesn't typically stop and think what that person's complaining about. Is it something that I actually like and value in myself? Is that a value of mine? How did I become to be like that? Whenever first see a display, they don't begin to question how that was programmed and then start setting their own program to see if it's something they actually want in their life or don't. So if you don't do that and you see something as a part of you, for example, I know somebody who said that they wasn't finna, and I'm not trying to be mean, but say that they wasn't finna shave their lip because it's a family heritage. That's what their mama do. That's what every woman in their family do. They're not gonna do it because of that, right?
Hold on, you saying, wait, hold on. Not no man.
Yeah, that what?
Not a man saying he wasn't gonna shave his lip. A female?
It's a woman. It's a woman.
She had a little wolf pussy. It was a little wolfie.
I'm saying this because
once you say somebody like it, motherfucker.
And people liked it.
Your mama liked it. Hell, Willie, I said, hey.
I gotta edit this part out.
He say, tell your daddy, I said, hey. you like, ugh.
But for real, like, so it's like in her mind and the way she said it's an honorable thing. You know, I'm doing what I've been raised to do. This is our values. But it's like, is it truly your value? Like, it could have been if she really reevaluated, but I don't think she even stopped to ever try to reevaluate. It was more just if you can accept that, you just don't like it. People are supposed to change, you know, they're supposed to evolve. Next best version of their generation. Every generation is supposed to be growing to be great in their own way.
Can I say something?
Yeah, well, stop.
Just an experience of my own. You know what I mean?
You can't say nothing. No, you just hold on. No,
don't handcuff me in my life, my stories.
Go ahead.
Mrs. Officer, all right, look, divine feminine. So, you know, like one thing is I always like this whole topic is just pretty much saying like, man, you grew up around women. So yeah. With me growing up around women, I understand that there's certain things that women are insecure about that they'll never speak about. They have buried so far that you will never hear it. You know what I'm saying? And then I understand also like moms are hard on daughters and they do have impressions on them and they'll make them think like certain things, like because it's kind of with all kids, just like let's just throw something stupid out like, oh, if you turn the car light on, the police gonna pull us over. You know, no, they're not.
They don't want you touching stuff.
But at the point of time, your kid thought that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like stuff like that. So I dated a girl. She had a hairy ass lip. You know what I'm saying? I dated a girl. She had hairy arms and shit too. And I was just like, you know, like everybody that was around me that I love, and even people that was around her, and I'd never met before until, you know, she introduced me. They'll say like, they be talking bad about her, like, damn, this hairy lip ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? This bitch, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have facial, like this shit right here, like you can still see. I don't even got a lot of facial hair. But just with saying that, like I got this 2 years ago and I'm 30. You feel me? So imagine
you see it.
When I'm like in my teenage years, you know what I'm saying? I'm really baby faced. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no hair. And so it was like, everybody was like, man, she more of a man than you, you know, like small jokes like that, you know what I mean? But, you know, I'm very secure with myself. I was very secure with knowing that I had a female, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like I was man enough to be able to have that conversation with her. You know what I mean? Just bring it up to her. And so I did, you know what I mean? Because I'm not a type of person where I'm gonna sit there and talk behind you if I feel like something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I brought it up to her, and I'll say it wasn't taken like, you know, someone that like I know I made my best effort to make it come from a loving place. You know what I'm saying? I made it my best effort for all of that. And for her to feel secure with me, because I knew I still wanted a relationship with her. You know what I'm saying? So with me expressing that, it was just like, man, I expressed it to her. She didn't get it. She got pissed. You know what I mean? And had the reaction that you said, like, my mom is this, and this throw back heavier and thicker. And I was like, well, cut it again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you need weekly appointments. What do we need to do? Yeah.
If it's 3 days.
There's a whole industry. We all go to get our facial hair groomed, whether it's waxing our lips, our chins, our eyebrows, whatever. It's something that people do. You know what I'm saying? So that reaction is what I was speaking on, where it's like, you can tell that person didn't stop and actually think about what this means to them, if it's something to be so emotional and attached to, versus not, because of how they just react off of pure emotion like that, like how you said that person reacted to it. So I'm just saying that because you're dealing with growing up 5 women, 5 headstrong women, 5 of the most, if you talk about toxic toxic femininity, that was us, because that equated to be a strong, independent Black woman who didn't take nothing from nobody and didn't need nobody for nothing, right? And so,
and on top of that, you gotta say the men, like the I win mentality.
Yes,
that is it. Like, I promise you, like, having to deal with the I win, you lose, no rules, they don't care. Like, that's the reason why I'm able to even operate in this world with these crazy ass women today. You know what I'm saying?
And crazy, yeah.
Well, yeah, and that's what I tell all women crazy. Just like they say, all true real men is an asshole because he got his heart broke by some crazy bitch. You feel me?
That's not what I say. I never speak.
Well, you believe me, and the men, they say that. You feel me? The reason why most men are great men is because they had their heart broken. You know what I mean?
Say that part again, sir. She was being active.
Hey, Auntie, I said the reason why most great men are great men is because they had their heart broken.
I never heard these things.
See, but that's because you ain't no man. And that's the same thing that I was trying to tell y'all, with just like with small things, like with rules and you know, like I'll say personally, out of everyone in our family, you would be a person where you would be that's how I kind of knew it was always that it will always be a small percentage of females who can relate to a man without being a man. You know what I'm saying? Who will actually, like, because men put themselves in other people's shoes. That's the reason why we will never send you to a store during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't sick, unhealthy, and all that shit, you gonna have your Black ass at the stove, and your girl gonna be at the house with the kids and the guns and all that, and you didn't taught her how to use that. You gonna make sure she's safe. That's the reason why, because we put ourselves in other people's shoes so much. But women don't do that with men. They don't sit there and be like even if they care about men, like the young men that they raise, they don't. They'll have those same things. Like, my mom could care about me, and I know my mom loves me to the death. You feel me? Like, I know she loves me. But one thing is she can help y'all more than she can help me.
Exactly. Yes.
Just off of pure nature.
Yeah.
So with that being said, it'd be small stuff that I'll miss out on that she could never be able to help me with, never be able to put herself into my shoes. When she says strong women, Black quotes and shit like that, they don't realize that's beating the shit out this dude right here. Like, oh, yeah. Don't let no man tell you this and that. So I'm growing up with y'all. You feel me? I gotta hear this shit too. So it's like, what? So I'm not supposed to tell these bitches about themselves?
You know, and you better not call us bitch.
Understood.
I just play.
But that's understood. What's understood don't got to be explained. That's why, you feel me? Like, even if I speak too vulgar in front of my lady or a lady who I'm pursuing, I apologize. You feel me? If I'm wrong, I apologize. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna keep talking how I talk. You feel me? Like, it ain't gonna change, because just like how y'all had them same things, where it's like, I'm gonna be stronger, I'm gonna do this, and I don't give a fuck if I lost. Nigga, I won. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if I'm wrong, I'm right. You know what I'm saying? If all that shit, if y'all can do all that shit, then I can tell you, bitch, I don't give a fuck, and go kiss my black ass. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna have this same tone and same stature and be just as vain as I am, because people think I'm vain because I like pretty women. And I tell them, like, shit, all right, well, do you like a broke man? Well, what are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have our thing.
So I hear, okay, I'm gonna say two things. One, I hear what you're saying, and it doesn't need to be a debate back and forth, but a lot of things you're saying, I really wholeheartedly, as a woman, disagree with. Though your views you have on women. But this is where it's coming into play. I'm understanding more your views you have on women. It's like, I will hear you say things and be like, how does he feel that way? And he grew up around 4 sisters and a mom who did that, right? Because in my head, you're able to separate us from being basically people who felt like they had to prove their womanhood to somebody, like these strong, independent women, separate from the essence of your sisters, not realizing that it's all the same thing. You can't say, you don't see, you see that part that comes up, that bitchiness and stuff that comes up, right? And that's what will happen from how society is telling women that is how they should be. What they are showing women, other women act like. So even if you're talking about money.
You're saying it's a programming?
It's a programming, it is. Because when you snap out of that, like I did and I had to, I realized that there were changes I had to make in myself, because if you don't, it wasn't that I didn't need a man or I didn't want a man. I just felt like I was super duper smart, super duper right there. If I was going to have any man, hey, hold on.
I ain't seen that dog in a minute.
If I was going to have any man leading me, it has to be someone who I felt like could lead efficiently, where I don't have to jump up on the steering wheel, like, you got this. And I really didn't feel like a lot of men were like that because of how I was programmed. So when I started realizing that you're literally leaving no room sometimes, and you say you're strong, independent, don't need nobody for nothing, what do you need a man for? And then when I had to think about that, I had to start realizing I actually would like one. It's just that I know I can make it. I've been making it without one, right? And then when you start to switch that up, and then you start to grow spiritually, get in tune with yourself, learn about what it means to have feminine energy, masculine energy, stuff like that, you start to recalibrate and realize, wait, I was shown this is what you do to be a female. Half that shit they show you is wrong. And so once you start doing it right, you start to change. So I know, in essence, that some of the stuff that I will be doing, because I felt like it was giving off this vibe of love, care, whatever it may be, it was actually being read as in negative ways. You know, like, oh, she don't need a man for nothing and stuff like that, when that wasn't what I was trying to do, that type of thing. Or she ain't gonna listen or whatever, or she don't cooperate, but that's not what he just said, I don't listen. But but
see, and I won't say that, because y'all had a different way of learning a lot of things. But I'll just say what I'm saying, and I'll say it flat out, because I don't want you to get confused. What I'm saying is, whatever y'all were taught by a woman that y'all can trust, that wants the best for y'all. You feel me? Like, even if it's wrong and it don't, or quote unquote, other people have an opinion that is wrong, and y'all not really shown how to gain a man that y'all want, and keep a man that y'all want, even if y'all don't feel like y'all was taught that or y'all was taught that. You feel me? What I'm saying is you had somebody that you can trust that want the best for you. You feel me? Okay. Who do I learn that from while all of this is being said?
Now you can trust that the females around you.
I can trust me.
No, that's female.
Like, no, don't say crazy shit. Like, don't say crazy shit. Like, really, truly think. Like, because you got to think about it. If your son was in the same situation, if your son that you love and you want the best for, you will be like, oh, you can trust us. Have you ever seen a household of women band up on the same thing, and you have a difference of opinion? Was that ever our household? Have I ever been the odd dog? Been like,
I would say
on this.
Yes.
I don't care. I don't care what you guys think. I think this and whatever.
Yes, you have. But yes, have everybody been in them same shoes? But I'm saying to say is that was the problem right there. Is that we were coming at you with what we were programmed that femininity was. So that kind of stuff was. We took that stuff super seriously because it was like what it was saying it meant to be a strong woman. So that is
think about it like this. Y'all went to girl power. I went with y'all. Mm-hmm. No boy power. You feel me? Y'all complained about just going to my football games. It's like my games. Y'all complained about that. Y'all don't realize I spent a whole life with all of you guys, cheering you guys on, not caring about the backseat. I went to all of you guys' talent shows. I went to all of you guys' sporting events every time that I could because I wasn't old enough to just get there, even if no matter how bad I want to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not old enough to get there, so I have to wait for the person older than me, but older than me and Jazzy. You know what I'm saying? To be able to do something. And at most times, it was me, Jazzy, and Kyle. They wasn't trying. You know what I'm saying? So it got to be you or they. And at the end of the day, with that being said, like, you got just think about how many things that I've been to that is just all y'all. Nothing I'm receiving. I'm not receiving any fucking thing. Like, nothing at all. Not nothing for myself. Nothing to learn, like, for me. Just myself as a being, not I could use this with the world and make myself better and blah, blah, blah. None of that. Just myself. I went to y'all hair appointments. I went to y'all talent shows. You know what I'm saying? I went to y'all talent show rehearsals. I went to, you know what I'm saying? Like everything that y'all did, y'all got your hair done for 4 hours. All of y'all, mom included. I stayed for all
video games.
Just imagine somebody staying for all of that, and then one of y'all complaining and being able to get up out of there, and I still gotta stay. Just imagine, and that's what I'm saying. Like when you really break down the I win thing, that's the part that is irritating me because it's like these same women have grew up with this mentality, and I'm so happy that my sisters are different. And that's why I tell people I have real conversations with my sisters. I don't play around. I don't sit here let them do goofy broad stuff and let them think, hey, niggas gonna fuck with that. A nigga like the one that y'all want y'all brother to be. You feel me? The one that the one that y'all daddy was. You feel me? Whoever you think your daddy is, they weren't. You feel me? They weren't dads. So who y'all want y'all brother to be, who y'all want y'all sons to be, that nigga, them niggas ain't gonna respect this type of shit. So don't do that. Don't do that. Matter of fact, if you don't know how to cook, go get you a cookbook, learn you a couple things, see a couple things that he like, mix it up. You know what I'm saying? Switch your thing up. Never really had to tell you something like that because you were the, I'm going to try this and try that. You know what I'm saying? You had to tell you more or less like, hey, let him do that thing. You feel me? Like, let him do that thing. You feel me? And then when you figured out like, oh yeah, let him do that thing because you could do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You think about it like this. Think about it like this. I'm y'all little brother. You feel me? And my main issue is, well, not my main issue now. You know what I'm saying? But my main issue from like years ago would have no, not growing up, growing into be a father.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That part was more or less my sister's not understanding. They have a little brother who been there for all of their children. Every last one of their children that was ever born, they all know me. And my name ain't the same name as everybody as that everybody else will call me in this world. You know what I'm saying? It won't be. So with that being said, I've been an uncle to all of my nieces and nephews. Don't give a fuck how they came in the world. You feel me? Don't give a fuck when they came in the world. I was there, and I made myself known to be there. So with that being said, just even like the not understanding, like, man, my little brother wants to be there for his family. Just not even having that basic understanding. My little brother wants to be there for his family. Just that. That shit is insulting. It was insulting for years to grow up with people, grow amongst people, know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, dad just reminded me the other day, he was like, bro, when your sisters was like, I hate you, or whatever, y'all was hugging for hours and hours and hours. You feel me?
So we wouldn't say stuff like that. Yeah.
We are hugging, like, and that's what people don't realize. My heart has all of these moments. You feel me? So with people acting like they don't know where my heart is, like, man, niggas ain't been there for y'all. You feel me? Everybody that had their own situation where the nigga that they thought was supposed to be there wasn't there, and I was there. You feel me? Period. And with that being said, it's like, for them not to think that I'm like that with something that I'll make in this world or something I choose in this world because of however this bitch want to play, it was insulting. You feel me? That shit was insulting to sit there and be like wanting to be somewhere and you can't be there. You resting in I can't be there, but you can't rest in your family being able to be around and your family being able to do things and them not even respecting you and them not acting like, man, this is leverage. Y'all doing all the shit that y'all doing are taking my leverage away. Because what? Y'all play, I win. It's my feelings. I'm an auntie. I'm a this, I'm a that. Overstepping a man's role and knowing how important it is because y'all females that wasn't raised by no man. You feel me? Like, that shit insulting. You feel me? That's what it's like to be. You want to know what it's like to be, to grow up with women, strong women? That's what it's like. That's what it's like. That's exactly what it's like. Wanting to be a father, having a child by a woman who's disrespectful, doesn't respect a man in any ways, you feel me, and doesn't know what a man's role is supposed to look like, no matter how much understanding and how much this man has ever tried to tell her. You feel me? No matter what, no matter the great decisions I made, no matter the terrible decisions I made, or in her case, the great decisions or bad decisions she made. You feel me? We both are people. And I had a role to play. And all I was trying to do is at the end of the day, just do my role. And when I can't even use my leverage that these people know is leverage because they got kids too. You feel me? They got kids too. Some of they siblings, you feel me? The daddy wasn't there, but their little brother was. Their little brother was right there. You feel me? Like, that shit's insulting. That's what it's like. And then having to deal with that, and then still on top of that, like, after all of the emotions go through all of the spectrum, you still got to be a father at the end of the day. That's what it's like. Because you playing I win, not with one person. You playing I win with so many people, and that's what it's like. That's why I don't be That's why it's like more or less you'll see me step back and be by myself, just like I am right now. You feel me? I'm dolo right now. I do that because that's where I find myself. Like I used to have to go in the bathroom and just do or just go in the bathroom and get away from y'all. But even then, that's an argument. Nigga, you in the bathroom?
We only had 2.
I don't get no fuck. I got 4 sisters. You feel me? And all of them older than me. And you in the bathroom? You feel me? I got a sister that specifically when I had nice mirrors in my room. You feel me? My room was taken over, nigga.
You better stop.
Makeup bag here in the morning. It's on rotation. You feel me? She's gonna come, and then she's gonna come. And nigga, if I want to wear that shirt, nigga, I'm wearing that shirt. I got spirit day today. Like I ain't got spirit week. You feel
she
me?
was like that with me too. No, I'm just kidding. But I did hide in the bathroom. The bathroom was my hangout spot because people left you alone. That's when they gave you the most time to find yourself, basically to be yourself. But how you were talking about like the fatherhood stuff, right? I was just talking, and he was explaining how he didn't have a father, his father figure growing up in the house. So he doesn't know what it's like to be a man, to be a man in the household and holding on and trying to do the man of the house, like with a woman, like how it looks. So I was saying how like, my mom had a husband.
Who you talking about?
Huh?
I ain't hear the person that you mentioned.
Well, I didn't say the name. I said I have a friend, a guy friend. Yeah. And so then I was talking about how like we grew up without really a man in the house too. Like there was a point in time we had spurts of it, but with the spurts of it, it was really like my time, how I looked at it really to say, if when I have this in the future, I want these qualities. So I would pick the ones I like, the ones I would not want these qualities. So really in my head, I was making up what my ideal image was going to be like. And that's what to me it was going to be like, remembering that I still never really experienced having a man in the household like that, what that actually looks like. So then I am with my husband, fast forward, we have kids, and I'm going off to work or going somewhere for a couple of days, and I'm laying out list by list. Here's what needs to happen. And then when I come back, I'm like, you didn't do half the stuff I put on the list. And it's like, I was getting met with that every time. Like I put forth all this effort trying to make him do it like how I need him to do it. Then I'm like, it dawned on me, like, that's the beauty of a man in the household. They're not always going to have things ran the way you do as a woman. They're not going to run the way mommy runs it. Daddy's here today. So, and they loved it. The kids loved eating how they ate, doing the things that they did, because it's different from a mom. So I'm like, oh, that's what it means to have a dad in the household, to have a husband, a man in the household. It's going to look different from you and what you think it should look like. So when I started stepping back, it became less of a headache for me. More of just do what y'all gonna do. This is time with dad.
All right. Hey, mother.
I really had to
that's the thing too. That's the thing too. Like what you saying that. Look at the relief that you have in your eyes. Look at the relief that you have in your throat. Other women would sit there and tell you, I don't care. Right now, the whole thing is oh girl, you silly as hell. My freedom is doing it. Like they'll sit there and try to talk you out of it, even though they know they're trying to really talk themselves off the ledge that they own.
Now, what they tell me is, oh, yours is different. You have a I'm like, nah. Kinda. We all don't pick them the same. They ain't all the same. But what I said was cool, was good enough. Has to be my kids good enough too, and cool when I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? And I have to be okay with that. That I think it was fine. It's fine. Now, if you already have issues with it, then you're going to have even more issues when it comes down to they're not doing things the way you want them to do it.
But it's like, why would you have a kid and see like how y'all, like, that's the thing with me is let me just keep breaking down. Cause I don't keep bringing this shit back to the point of being raised around women.
Exactly. That's what it all comes down to.
Like, with you saying that, it's like, who teaches me that every woman ain't strong? Who teaches me it's some weak bitches out here?
There's some weak bitches. When your sisters say, that,
nah, hell no. Hey, she don't know. I might be trying to get my dick sucked. She don't know. I might be trying to bang this little bitch back out. You feel me? This little bitch might have a couple dollars after I bang her out. You feel me? This little bitch might be feeding me because y'all don't want to do it. Or this little bitch might be braiding my hair because my sisters don't want to do it no more. And these the niggas that I really rely on to really look good. You feel me? And they the only reason why they tell me, man, cut your hair out. Now it's cut your hair. I don't want to do it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, like, I just get to the point where all these hoes like nigga. Now you want me to change my look? Like, man, come on, you hell no. You feel me? For real, it's like right now, if I just sit here and be like, you know what, I'm gonna go get my dreads back. You know what I'm saying? Hell nah, man. These hoes, you know what I'm saying? Like shit. I like the conversation, and I let my motherfucking female know, like, man, I like conversation. I ain't no person that want to sit here and act like you're not gonna like conversation. So I've been around females. There ain't no way you could put this around me. I know what the workplace look like. I know that shit. I know information is war. So if all these people sitting here trying to tell all this information, like they be asking me random ass questions, like, how many kids do you have?
Exactly.
That's because it's so cliche to you, bitch. I'm not telling you nothing. Like,
exactly.
You can find out, then why are you asking me? You know, go find out, bitch. Because I'm not gonna be the nigga to tell you. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care enough to tell people about shit that they don't handle, they don't take care of, they don't stress about. You feel me? I just don't care. They want to sit there and act like, oh, well, we're gonna be in a real relationship. No, if we're in a real relationship, guess what it's gonna look like? Bitch, it's not gonna look like the shit that you thought in your head. It's not gonna look like the shit that your mother wanted. It's not gonna look like the shit that your auntie wanted. It's not gonna look like what the fuck you want, bitch. It's gonna look like what the fuck I want. Guess what? You're never gonna come to my house. You'll never come over because I know every time somebody comes over a place where I'm at, they never want to leave. So you're never coming over. I will be going over there, and guess what? I will be leaving. I will be leaving. Don't worry about it. Don't ask about it. I'm leaving. Bitch, at max, you got 4 days. That's super.
Now, how does that aspect of your life come from being raised around females?
Shit. Yeah, I could be around like, man. I could be around.
Remember who's watching.
Like, I could be around anybody. Like, I love people. Let's put it like this. I love people, and I definitely love beautiful women. You feel me? Because I was raised around nothing but beautiful women, and they were strong. Like shit, they'll tell you, nigga, respect me. Ooh, I'll be damn. So it's like certain things that you like. It's certain things that females say. You'll be like, okay. Like even if a female thinks she gonna get tough with me, I prefer her have it in some conversation, not some physical thing. Like,
right.
Don't do this, or I'm gonna grab you. Like you.
Grab you.
I am 6'3", 260. I ain't worried about nothing you gonna do, nor your brother. You feel me? Sorry. I'm really not. I don't care. Like all that stuff. Like it just don't matter. Like, and that's why I be trying to tell them. It's like when I feel the disrespect and where I come from and where I be talking from is the standpoint like, bitch, you would talk like this to your daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll talk like this to your daddy. You'll talk like this to your uncle. You'll talk like this to your granddaddy. Bitches really disrespect. But I would like with if you have to give men, you know what I'm saying, make them accountable for anything in this situation, I'll say it's with them just fucking on young bitches, and that's not being a standard of leave that little bitch alone.
That little bitch alone, yes.
You feel me? That's not the standard right now. But that's not the standard because bitches mess up the standard of what a real bitch is supposed to look like when she's 36. What a real bitch mind is supposed to be like when she's 36. These 36-year-olds act like 21-year-olds. Worse. They don't even have a savings like the 21-year-old. 21-year-old bitches got savings. You feel me? They really whipping. They really nice. They really You feel me? Doing all that. They ain't even worried about getting all the booty and the body and shit like that. Them the ones that we like, them the ones that you like, God damn, you like. So this old bitch want me to do all this shit. You feel me? Be responsible for little nigglets that I ain't even raised. Like, you feel me? I'm the guy. I love my stepdad. You feel me? And that's the reason why, you feel me? We're different.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna sit here and act like everybody gonna call their stepdaddy if something happened and be like, hey, yo, you cool? Yo, people's cool. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you need a couple dollars? I don't know if everybody gonna do that because a nigga sat there and did everything your mama said. He simped out for your mama. You feel me? He was a simp for your mama and he ain't touch your sisters. You know what I'm saying? He ain't touch your sisters. He ain't beat your mama in y'all face if he beat your mama. You feel me? He ain't do it in front of y'all. Like, man, you made sure that there was education, love, and all that was in the air. You feel me? And, like, that's what I started to realize. It's like, this bitch really don't have no fucking, like, bitch, I'm not a creep. So right off bat, that drop out 60% of niggas out. You feel me? Like, low key, let's just keep it a buck. 60% of niggas, all right, they creepy as hell. Or it could be less. I don't even care. These just my numbers. You feel me? That's high. Those 60% of niggas are going right there, bitch. You feel me? Then it's like, all right, if you like niggas that's my age, all right, cool. They ain't looking at me. They ain't no shit. You feel me? Fuck it. That's another 15, 20%. Is you in shape? You eating right? You promote health? You know what I'm saying? You promote positive things. You feel me? Are you giving back? You know what I'm saying? You around this youth. You teaching this youth. You promoting all that shit to the youth. That's your energy? Cool. That's another 10%. You feel me? Now we start cutting into the 1% of the things. And that's why I be telling them, like, shorty, you're not going to find me again. You're not going to find me, the person who accepts being who I am, and the person who accepts that you ain't shit. Like, I really do all this shit without you. You feel me? You really need me. I see you need me. I won't hold that over your head. And I'm not a creep. So if you have kids, you know what I'm saying already, I can be around them. You can go to work and I have a free schedule. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get my money a little differently. Legally. Feel me? For certain.
But why the girl who ain't shit though? Why go for the girl who ain't shit? If you was right,
it ain't. I'm going for the girl who ain't shit. All these hoes ain't shit. They ain't shit. Like you gotta really think about it. It's like I don't wanna be like I found something great. You feel me? I found something that understands a lot. You feel me? But even at the end of the day, like, man, I don't make myself, I don't do what women do. Say, oh, the one off, but the one off though, but the one off. No, what the fuck is really going on out here? Is people confident in the person that they pick? Not a lot of people are.
Yeah, not a lot of people are on both ways. And that's why that was my question is why go for the person you're not confident for? Like,
no, it ain't you ain't confident for them. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It ain't you ain't confident for them. You don't think they confident in no shit like that. I'm just trying to tell you. You just like this is it. If you a man and you expect to have this girl with no issues and she's older than 25, my nigga, you tripping. I don't know what bitch you want. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. is what chick that's 25, because that's when I feel like a lot of women like really start understanding a lot of different things. Like
25 and older. Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But she ain't fucked up. She even saved herself. You know what I'm saying? She ain't fucked around with too many niggas. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. By 25, it's about 10 niggas on the board. For sure. For sure. For sure. I don't want to hear shit from nobody. You feel me? And I ain't the type of person to sit here and kiss and tell. So I don't expect nobody to ever kiss and tell. You feel me? Like, for real. But at the end of the day, it's like, come on, man. If you even do 2 a year from 16, what is that? That number look like? That's just so 2. And that's what I mean is a lot of people mind be messed up early. That's why a lot of the older men is going for these young women, but it's messing up the young men because it's like, damn, they'll take the ones that
the creams of the crops.
God damn, boy, you'd be like, shit, she date that nigga, he got a car, he got a crib, fuck. It's ugly for us. And they done took her off the board. Now you left with a 7, and she thinks she a 10 because ain't no more 10s around. Because them niggas done took them. And she's an I win female. So you can't tell her, baby girl, you really are a 7. You feel me? You gotta imagine when you have a 7 and she's really a 3, but she thinks she a 10 because there ain't no 10s around. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, sister. I ain't never looked at myself like, you feel me? Like, but I just know on human entropy level, man, I'm fucking people up out here. I'm a nigga who 30, they my height and all that shit. You feel me? Come on. Let's line up. Let's get in the group. I'm not gonna be back there. I'm not. Like, there's gonna be a lot of niggas back there behind me. And I'm gonna be looking like Martin Luther King. You feel me? I told y'all. I told you, you bald head nigga that you thought you was slot. Bring your dumb ass back. You musty ass nigga that, you feel me? You just sweat holding regular shit. You could hold a squash in your hand. Go on back there. You stinking ass. You feel me? All that shit, man. Come on. I'm not fucking around. Oh, you Mr. Potential. You want something. Oh, up. Go ahead. Go back there. I want something too, but do you got something? Is you really out here? You feel me? You out here fucking with this youth? You not? Go on, get your ass back there, boy. You feel me? Go on, get back there. Is your kids saying that you read and teach them? Is you well read? How many books you read, boy? You feel me? We start getting into that real shit when like, and that's the thing. Like, that's why I tell people, like, man, I don't have false pride. I got real pride. If I mess up, like as a person, when I mess up, I give people that apology. I don't play around. You feel me? So now I just do things where it's like, I make sure I don't have to apologize to you. I won't be angry. If I'm a little frustrated, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna step out the way. Sorry, I gotta go. I'd rather say I apologize and leave than have to apologize to you for me acting some way that I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm better than this. I give people the best of me. So that's the reason why if I fuck up, Mel, I can apologize. That's the reason why, you know what I mean? I hold all y'all feet to the fire when y'all, you feel me? Like when y'all used to do something and that shit hurt me, or when mom did something and she hurt y'all, and y'all knew y'all can't talk to her. You feel me? Y'all knew the mission the whole time that we was born. The mission the whole time that we was born, buddy, go do this. Mom finna react. Feel me? That's been the plan. Buddy, get your ass over there and cry so we get the fuck up out of here. Ready? Go.
Funny. I was like, I know not what you speak
y'all
of.
like this. Look, I used to be like this. I like him. But we don't like him. We don't like him. And you better say, or we're not doing this for you. You be like, oh shit. Well, I don't care. He's the only person that's doing this, and he's doing that. Like, you feel me? Like shit. No,
I like him.
Nope. He don't fuck with y'all neither. Look, nope. He can give me a couple of dollars too. Couple of dollars. I'm buying these bags of chips without y'all, and y'all still gonna take me to the store? Nah, hell no. Keep it up.
Mm-hmm.
But just like that, y'all knew the plan. It was me. Like, so it's the same thing. Like when those arguments used to come up, and y'all like it'd be women, strong women going at it. I'd be having to come in like, oh, settle down, ladies.
Settle down, ladies.
Settle down. You love her. You love her.
You two hug it out.
Stop calling each other bitches.
I admire.
Real, like, you feel me? Like, you know some of the things that, you know what I'm saying? Like, even with me saying that, you know some of the things that your brain, that triggered in your brain when I said that, some of the things that I had to step into. You feel me? You know some of those.
I was going to say, I really admire not just you, but looking at the men in our family, the men who have married into women of our family. Because when I talk about how we were, that wasn't just us. That was our aunties. That was our grandparents, our grandmas, stuff like that. Like, it's so prevalent in our bloodline that, at least on my mama's side, that's what it is. And so I look at the men who are married into our families. I can understand a lot of things I couldn't understand before. And then I see when the families are bickering, right? When the women are a sister is mad at another sister, whatever. I see how the guys act. It's like the guys are always just like, they're supportive of their wife or whoever that person they're connected to.
They like, hey, I gotta be over here, right?
But they ain't a part of the drama.
I ain't in that shit.
Right, they ain't a part of the drama. Like, they were looking up to other.
If she say right 3 times, nigga, I'm gonna say yeah.
You said 3 times. I'm ignoring
it's gonna
twice.
be 3 times. So that's how all they ass is. They be headphoned out. Like, we'll be in the same place. Everybody got headphones in. Put y'all headphones on. They finna come. Shit. They finna come. Look, they in. They in already. Fuck.
They go over to the other side, give hugs real quick, say hey, then they go right back to the side that they, because like, but I love that because they're not a part of the drama. And when the drama, but then when the drama ceases and nobody's mad no more, no one was ever mad at them because they knew that shit wasn't shit, but people all they got to settle, but whenever it do, you can't never say, or it typically isn't a thing that this person, so-and-so guy got involved and said this and that. It's never, it's like, they see it way different. They don't want no.
But look, hear it out, because I done been the nigga that I done had to do everything. You feel me? So at the end of the day, like, with that being said, like, you just think about it. All y'all was against one of our sisters being married.
Yeah.
All y'all was. Matter of fact, we could just say maybe 2. All y'all was against maybe 2 of our sisters being married. But definitely one for sure, because how soon it was. You know what I'm saying? And what did I have to do? I was there. I was like, sister, I don't give a fuck who comes. Your brother coming.
Oh.
Period. I don't give a fuck. Everybody ain't gotta come. I'm coming. I'm gonna be there for you. Don't even trip. We ain't got no dad. You feel me? I don't be having time to sit here and choose y'all side. I be having to choose what the fuck is right. She doing something, it ain't gonna change. I might disagree too. I don't give no fuck. I'm in full support of what you think is right for yourself, and this is right. You are right. The next person that you talk to, fuck yeah, girl, boom, you feel me? Up here, we up high with it. You feel me? I'm fuck it. This the nigga. All right, fuck it. Shit, we roll the dice. Dice. It looked like a crap at first. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. I love my brother though. My brother know the same thing. We done have real conversations. I ain't never been no person to not have real conversations. I ain't never been no person to not bring something to somebody's front door if I got a problem with it. You feel me? Period. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's all love though. And when they see that it's, boy, I don't give a fuck about you. You didn't nut it in my sister and then gave her some babies.
Disgusting.
And you didn't gave her some babies and probably your nigga did it before. I don't give a fuck if you accept them or not. I accept all of them, nigga. Your kids too. So if your stinking ass gotta go, nigga, guess what? I gotta go to their events, nigga. Sorry, that's who I am. I'm going to that shit. Nigga, you can't go, I'm going. Sorry.
You can't go.
I might add, like, and this is me doing this, and I can't even be around my kids. I couldn't even be around my kids. You feel me? I'm still gonna do that. You feel me? But even when I'm around my kids, you feel me? All right, we all going, nigga. Let's go. We finna ride out to over here. We all finna be in support of her. Everybody going. Dress up. Wipe your nose. You know what I'm saying? We all going. Let's go. But I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like how I had to get behind my sister when she want to get married. You feel me? And just like, all right, cool. If I was right there in that moment, when it's time for y'all to really need counsel, I'm not gonna be a person that turn and look at my brother like, nah, I'm who I am. I'm not gonna, nah, bro. Oh, what's up? Cool. We chop it up. We do shit naturally. It ain't even like iron sharpen iron, but that's what it is. You feel me? Nigga, you something, nigga. Why you tripping? Do this, do that. Ooh, use this way. Come on, man. We can have real conversations and make real shit happen. You feel me? But that's what our family is now. And that's what I try to that's why I be trying to explain to people. When I say, man, you better than that. And when I look at my sisters and I say that, you know what I'm saying? Like, they should know what that means. Because how we was held to a standard. You know what I'm saying? Like, me going through what I went through, if that wasn't embarrassing for everybody, you feel me? It's like, what? Us? This family? Don't do this? Bitch, you lost your mind. You feel me? Bitch, you lost your mind. Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. You got me fucked up, bitch. This is my brother. You feel me? That's really how it's supposed to be. Fuck them kids then. You got me fucked up. We ain't raised to be like, oh no, love on the, no. We was raised to love each other. We was raised to, after it's some shit that we can control, like y'all kids, y'all can't leave y'all kids. Y'all kids can't leave y'all. They can't go nowhere. They mama is the home. That's the whole ring of what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? I grew up all around women. 4 sisters and a mama. That's 5. You know what I'm saying? That's 5 women. It's like, that's the whole thing. Like, hell no, you gotta realize just the small stuff. The small stuff is like, you can't change that. You can't change how somebody gonna feel. You can't change being outnumbered all the time. You feel me? You can't change that. And they like, oh. Go ahead.
I was saying that, but the reason why I was bringing this up in the first place is because it's become very much so on my face that a lot of the issues that are happening now and how we see each other and how we perceive different things that are happening is because of who we were growing up, right? And what that instills in somebody, especially a man, because I wouldn't even want to be around 5 females right now. I don't want to go to a woman's game night, nothing like that, unless I'm dipping in and dipping out, because I don't even like being around women that long because of how women act, right? So I bring that to say that I'm very aware that you weren't raised around the most balanced women who understood what it meant to actually have feminine energy. we understood we were females and we thought that was the same thing, but it's not. So a lot of stuff that you're dealing with and stuff like that, or even some of the ideologies and stuff that you have when it comes to women and how we are, even how you say like, fuck them kids and stuff like that. It should be like,
Yeah.
I really feel like that's because it's part of the programming that you got, seeing us be the worst versions of, I would even say we were horrible, because I think that that's still a really, that mentality of womanhood that we brought instills a lot of good qualities too, because some of the stuff your values and things that you feel important and stuff like that, those are actually good things that came from being raised a woman like that, but it came with its bad side too, right? So I just want you to realize that you were around that, but that is not true femininity. That is not divine femininehood at all. And that's something that we are starting to, as adults, realize the error of our ways, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this is what you lived. So I just challenge you on some of the viewpoints and things you have for that, because literally almost everything you said that I can say I disagree with, not because an I win mentality, but because I know women. I know women who are in their 30s and only been with one person, or just got with somebody in their 30s, have no kids.
Probably, and look. And I'm gonna say it because I like to address things when they come up. She probably weird as shit.
No, and it's not weird as shit.
I mean, socially awkward. Like, could you?
And I'm saying,
when you talk about sex with her, you ever seen her talk about sex around a dude? You ever seen her give a nigga sexual energy? You ever seen her try to pull a nigga sexual? Oh, I'm gonna pull this nigga, girl. You ever seen her try to do that?
No, but I was.
This be weird, sister. How long you knew her?
Huh?
How long you knew her?
I can't say too much information because.
All right. Is it more than 10 years?
No, not more than 10 years for that person in particular that I'm talking about. But that okay. My point of saying that is I was just saying that I can name an example where it's not what you're saying, but that's not. I was just saying a example. I have more than one example on many occasions for different things you were saying that I'm like, no, but that it's almost as if it's like, if you look on TV and you see what it says a Black woman is like, or matter of fact, not even Black woman, our Black culture is like, and you can go to, you have 10 Black people lined up and say, do you agree with this, this? You'll probably have about 4 of the 10 who feel like that represents them in their culture. And the other 6 are not going to feel like that. Why? Is because we're all different. There's different scenarios, but people are going to naturally think that everybody is like what they say the culture is like. So I'm saying you're definitely dealing with a lot of women who had the same mentality we had, or most Black women have, most women have, not even just Black women, most women have.
Women in general.
Things like that.
That's the thing. It's women in general.
Yeah.
But people don't realize, what the Black women don't realize is it could be women in general, but look at the Black men of today. Like, when you actually look at them, they be wanting to be fathers. They be wanting to be in the chick life. They be wanting to be around. Like, y'all can't sit there and act like just me. Just take me for an example. You feel me? Use me for an example. And I'm going to say, I am just an example. I'm just another casualty added on to billions of casualties of children, especially in America. You feel me? I'm saying like this, when a woman be picking them dudes, they don't be planning on staying with them. They'll have a baby with them and don't plan on staying with them. And they don't realize what that do to somebody who even grew up. But you'll think about it. You'll think about it like, oh, some women don't know. But then you got to think about it. I actually deal with the other side, the women that actually know what they doing. The women that think like, oh, because now you want to be a polygamist, or however they want to take it. Like, you could tell them, man, I've been a polygamist my whole life. You could tell them, look, you cute, but I seen cuter and I get cuter daily. So I gotta turn shit down. You feel me? But I really like you. And I'm really gonna come home to you, and I really I really trust in you. You feel me? I trust in you to not be like me. That's why I'm picking you. Because I don't feel like you like me. But then when you start showing me that you like me, you got to go. You got to go. Because I don't want me. I don't. I need somebody who will be patient with my children. I need somebody who my children can look up to as in somebody who's like, oh, they're loving. Like, that's a loving person. She ain't yelling at my daddy, calling my daddy out his name. She's asking my dad, what's wrong with you? She rubbing on my dad when he mad. What up, bro?
Want to see who all these N words is she in here talking to.
Oh yeah, just me and Mr. King.
Who's that, Mr. Bro?
King, they be trying to call him MLK now. Martin King.
Well, he in the gang. He got initials. That's what he go by.
I don't know, man. They didn't did his street like that, and they didn't
looking at the street.
They didn't did his day like that too. Look at how you look.
My battery low.
Yeah, I got mine on the charger. So
yeah, you're kind of smart.
You just don't charge your stuff.
I'm busy all day. Anyway, so but yeah, so the point of this was for me to let you know that it's becoming very aware in my perception that, or my reality, that this is a real thing. You may feel like it's a great thing or didn't have a real effect for it to be one boy and 5 girls and stuff like that, like no dad figure around. But like you said, clearly it's something that produces a certain kind of person. And just like how that mentality of womanhood produce certain type of women. And then when you're learning and you're changing and you're evolving, because you are supposed to change, you're not supposed to stay the same. And that's what you were saying before when they're like, this is me, this is who I'm going to always be. These people who don't want to evolve. When you want to evolve, you're going to start doing things. You're going to want to change. You're not going to want to be that same person who you were before. People are going to want to look at you and be like, you're different. Something's good and different about you.
If I wanted to be the person that I was when I was just 19.
Exactly. Back then. Oh my gosh. Imagine anything.
Even though I was working hard, I was sitting there. I had my own little business with one of my sister's dudes and stuff like that, and we was going out doing our thing. Even though I'm doing all that, you feel me? No, I don't want to be that person. You feel me? Like, that person had no patience. You feel me? Right now, the reason why I could have conversations with people is because I have the tolerance for it. I built up the tolerance for the bullshit.
Yeah.
I have, even though I had it before, I still looked at it a certain way. Like, I was going to assert myself on life. You know what I mean? Like, it was a Genghis Khan quote. He said, I am the punishment of God. You know what I mean? And I felt like that. I felt like when people had their interactions with me and it went south and I was angered, I felt like, cool, this is God telling me that you need to be punished. For real. I used to really think like that. So I used to operate.
I was like that too. Yeah, I wanted to punish. Yep.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to punish you now. Like,
and I created elaborate plans of punishment. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's not
about it. You like, and when you really sitting there saying that, the reason why you like, ha 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 ha, ha is because it's like, you like, yeah, both the motherfuckers up. Hey, like, shit. I don't give a fuck how many it was, or, you know what I'm saying? I was outnumbered. And, you know what I'm saying? The shit that other people think about. You like, no, I'm going to punish y'all. Y'all, everybody over
it's about to go down.
Everybody over
You're going to learn not to cross me.
He's not running. Everybody else
but
running.
See, that's from being surrounded by people who act like bitches. Bitches will take it there, You have to fuck a bitch up sometimes because that's what they be.
I had that shit in me. I had to be the dude to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to be the dude to be like, oh, if a bitch wanna wear something provocative when she in my presence and she know I don't like shit like that, and a nigga talk to her, oh man, let that Come on ahead, man. You feel me? Walk away. But if now on the other end of that will be when I stand up. I'll stand up if she ain't wearing that shit. She wearing what I deem acceptable. You feel me? She acting right.
But is that how your sisters were? That they wear what you thought was acceptable?
But no, and when I told them, like, shit, don't be mad when no nigga go out here and disrespect you. You feel me? And I told them, I don't bullshit. I don't sit here and be like, oh, your thick ass should go outside with your booty out and your titties out, and ain't no niggas gonna look at you like a hoe.
Better not try it.
You feel me? Like, they gonna look at you like you a hoe. So when you go ahead and do that, and nigga try to get up in your drawers tonight, you feel me, and don't treat you with no respect, you don't get no date. There's nothing more to this relationship. You know what I'm saying? When it's like that, and that's your reputation, and you think your reputation is not gonna be said, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like now it's to a point where niggas still don't tell females business. Females tell niggas business all the time. That's how relationships end. You feel me? So at the end of the day, what really be happening is, what really happens is the female would tell the nigga ain't saying shit, and now women just telling themselves. They telling themselves by sitting here posting everybody. Like, they post everything they do. And
some people post everything they do. I don't even have socials.
What you think about it? That's some is more like 8 out of 10 than.
And so that was my whole message behind all this, is that your mentality seems to be a lot of what it is, and your reaction to a lot of what you do, based on the fact that you feel like these things you've learned about women are hardcore facts. And it's not just how you said 8 out of 10, that other 2 still count, right? And so there's always going to be people who are outside of those things that you think.
But do you think you're going to meet them? Do you think that you put yourself in the areas? Do you think you put yourself in the areas where you're going to meet those women? Or do you think you can put yourself in the areas, or you think the areas that you be around and you feel comfortable being around are going to bring the other bitches? Because what are your results looking like? You know what I'm saying? What were your results? So it's just like this. Like, a lot of women will have a baby daddy now, and he'll be a bum ass nigga, right? And because they didn't evaluate the nigga good enough, and they got a bum ass nigga, now it's like they expect the next nigga that they have to be a CEO. It's like, no. You lucky if he has a job and gets paid every day. I mean, every week.
So based on what you're saying, I feel you, but that's the mentality between someone who has stayed the same and someone who has evolved. And I feel like I really do put myself now in situations and in the right environments where I'm attracting women who are like the women who I am evolving into, or I feel like I am, the path I'm on. But you know, huh?
You going to Whole Foods.
Shut up. I'm going to the farmer's market.
Yeah.
No.
See, while you going to Whole Foods, I'm at Walmart. You feel me? I know where I'm at. I ain't going to Target. You feel me? I ain't even at.
And that's why I said I removed myself from social media, because I started to realize that some of these people, it doesn't give you any hope that there's any Whole Foods even around the corner from your house. You know, it seems like everything is like this, and you start to forget that this is not reality. This is everything kind of scripted for social media, to let social media be proud of whoever they feel like they want to be. And this is never, like, most of the time it's not a good version, but it's what people are saying is a good version. But if you look at my friends, and you're my brother, so you know that, from before to who they are now, and let's just talk about women, who they are now. What are they doing? What are they saying? How are they? How do they, like, their qualities compared to ones before? I feel like before I've loved.
I'll say it like this. You've never really been a bad picker. Like, at anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really, I'll say out of all our sisters, your picking skills, like you will pick things that were different. You know what I'm saying? Like you never cared about it being different. So that right there puts you in a different group already. Like already you set yourself different from most Black women of those times where you were growing up, not even right now. You know what I'm saying? Of those times. So your willingness did that. And then just, man, like shit, your results, like, man, you'll have like 2 friends where you'll turn up. You know what I'm saying? But them was your turn up friends. Like they wasn't like one, like I'll say one was probably like your real friend and you thought she was a real friend, but that's only because you were doing things early. You know what I'm saying? Together. But after we learned, like, who gives a fuck about years? After we learned that, you know what I'm saying? After we learned that concept, then it was like, oh.
Right. And I think that discernment makes a difference. So I do feel like some people really do put themselves in the position, in the path to attract those who they feel are out there and that they can acquire. So if you feel like I ain't nobody else out there left but 7s. I know that's not what you said, but I'm just saying, like, if you feel like that, then the highest you're gonna attract is 7. If you feel like there are 10s out here, I have to find them, the ones who are like this, and this. They might be rare, but they out here, or there's plenty of them. I just got myself in the right situations.
Even when I say shit like that, believe me, that ain't gonna be my results, and I don't get the results. But at the end of
that's your mindset.
Hey, look, but no, that at the end of the day, I know what I tell myself every day. But I know what I say in regular conversations. I'm saying this shit in regular conversations because I know niggas ain't out here. Niggas not gonna do what I do. They not. They really not. They not. I read books. You hear me? How many people you know gonna read books? I had all of y'all, instead of looking at all of y'all like, oh, these crazy bitches and like shit, y'all would fight me. Y'all would jump me. You feel me? Y'all didn't get no fuck. Y'all was different. You feel me? So it's like, nigga, I learned how to watch my back because walking in the crib in the house, nigga, you done said the wrong shit. Nigga, they done threw you in a room. You feel me? You done drug in the room.
You're so dramatic, Mom. Don't listen to him, Mom.
Your mama ain't here now. That's all you feel me? So at the end of the day, all I'm saying is like you'll sit there and you'll learn all these things and you'll just be like, I didn't look at y'all like y'all weren't my sisters. You feel me? Like I wanted the best for y'all regardless. So that's the reason why I had more of an issue with mom just making the decision to leave our stepdad. It's like you had a dude, you know what I'm saying? You had a dude that was really there for you and there for us. And he was really like, when we was with him, we were excelling. You feel me? I don't give a fuck what nobody want to say. You feel me? We were excelling and there was no path of doing wrong because he promoted love. So he had a relationship with us where we would tell him things and he would tell mom, and mom would never tell that he told her.
Yeah, the way she
will make sure that she sets shit up for you to fall in. Your ass then fell into it. Cause she didn't set you up, cause she really know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we were. You know what I mean? And when that stopped, it was just like, now it's the pecking order. It went from a male who wants the best for us and a female who wants the best for us to just a female who wants the best for us, but she has to do so much for that to happen without somebody monitoring us that is reliable and trustworthy. You know what I'm saying? To get that mission done. And that's why I tell my sisters like, hey, let your man be a man. Like, he not finna do with like, girl. Like, all right, if the nigga ain't changed the diaper all year, he ain't changing it a year and 2 days into this shit. So it's just not happening. Just know when you get the baby might have a little shit on his head. You feel me? Like small shit. Like if he gotta feed the nigga, you might want to call this nigga and blow this nigga phone up, or have some people in your family that you trust to be able to call him and blow his phone up to make sure you're doing these things. Or they're gonna pull up and be like, hey, yeah, hey, are you doing these things? You know what I'm saying? Because we play, I win. Like, we don't know losing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying we have in place. And that's why I was pissed off. That's why I was pissed off, because I made sure that my part was played. And when it was time for everybody to play their part for me, I feel like a lot of people let me down. Feel me? I really feel like that. Like, and that's from the bottom of my heart, but I still love people. You feel me? I still love my family. Like, and it ain't gonna change our relationship. Like, they know, like they'll know if when I have an issue with something, they'll know. So the relationship won't be 100%. It won't be like, oh, that's my little brother and he thinks of me like this. They're like, man, this nigga might call me a bitch today. Like, I don't know, I ain't calling it. Fuck that nigga. But I love him.
And so we love you too, and I understand that you're saying that some of the ways that some of our dynamics affect you in a way that makes you sad, or that are disappointing to you. And I just want you to understand that that was the point of all of this, is what I keep coming back to, which is that understand that even perspective of why it hurts your feelings comes a lot with what we displayed, being raised together, what you saw from us. But had we actually been the type of feminine energy around you that was divine feminine energy, it would have been a whole different ball game. And probably even this perspective that you have over some of the things that hurt you the most would be able to be seen in a different kind of light, because it would have been different vibes you're around to have a different level of understanding. It's like, we're changing now, but it's still, the damage has been done, that type of thing. And so
I'll say like to an extent, but not fully, because you got to even realize, man, our real father died. You feel me? Like, and it's like, I never can have a conversation with my father. You feel me? And see his chest beat. You feel me? See a heart move, see his eyeballs move and shit like that. And I bought a ticket to go see him. You feel me? Like, when I could actually go see him, like the nigga actually out. You feel me? Like, he actually doing, you know what I'm saying? Actually on my phone, you know what I'm saying? Actually in tune with me. He always been in tune with me.
left.
Huh?
I got 3% left.
But I'm saying, like, he always been in tune with me, but at the end of the day, it's just like I wasn't even able to wrap that part up in my life. You feel me?
Right.
I couldn't even do that. But at the end of the day, just imagine, now I got all these sisters that can't do the same thing. You feel me? And I gotta worry about them. You feel me? Like, at that funeral, I couldn't cry like that. You feel me? I couldn't cry like that. Everybody crying, man. My great grandma crying. My mama crying. You feel me? Like, when it's like that, like, that's what I mean. That's what it's like. That's what it's like, though. That's what it's like. Like, you want to know what it's like? That's what it's like. Even when you at your highest or your lowest, you will have to give more. You will have to give more. Otherwise, there ain't no survival in it. You're going to drown. That's a long story to say that, I guess. We did all this conversation to say that. Like, well, I did all this conversation to say that. Like, that's what it's like. You're at your highest or your lowest, no matter what, you're going to have to give more.
And that's like the biggest reminder ever, to understand the power that it brings to a family, to have that balance of actually having masculine and feminine energy in a healthy way. Because maybe you would have had those opportunities. That would have been something that was different, and everybody would have reacted differently. Everybody would have had different kind of energy. Women would have been able to not have to do everything on their own, or even have the mentality of being, strong, independent, whatever. And things just would have been different. We would actually be able to see our potential from a different light had it had the balance.
Or or if strong and independent was also in the support of promoting strong and independent Black men as well. If that was a strong and independent woman, because women are to raise the children, you know what I'm saying? They're the ones that's gonna be around their children. There's the ones that's gonna be at the like, when I say women gonna raise the children, I mean they at the daycare. They gonna get the daycare jobs. They gonna get all these jobs. They gonna get the camp counselors. They gonna get all of this stuff. The teacher jobs. It's gonna be more teachers as female. You know what I'm saying? That's teaching your kids. It's gonna be like that. So when they raising them, they raising them. And when I say like that needs to be the promotion of the female, that's the reason why I have the tough conversations with the females that I run into, especially when they Black women, because I'm like, you'll give all your energy to a dog and act like, oh, this dog is something and not have a family. Or you'll have a family and act like that's your man, your dog. You know what I'm saying? Like you laying in the bed with this motherfucker, you kissing him, this motherfucker kissing you in the mouth. Like, ew. Like a dog is a family pet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a family. You hear me? Rezu fix. And before that, he was a man's dog. You know what I'm saying? He was a man's best friend. He went from a man's best friend, what he's supposed to be, to a family dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be, oh, this dog now he's around a female. Come on, man, that dog got crazy. That dog be trying to bite the dude in the ankles. And you know how many dogs? You know what I'm saying? I don't date females that have dogs. I don't. Because it's like, you're going to spend the time doing things that I might want to do with this dog.
Doing things I might want to do.
Like, I want to go on a walk with you. Now we got to bring this dog. I might want to go somewhere, but you like, man, I got to go home and put the food in the dog bowl. Man, hell no. I ain't with that. And I'm selfish with
Funny,
that.
I know of men like that who do their dog with their women. A lot of people, I ain't that dog person, but.
See, I see why a man do it. A man want peace, but it's like for a female to do it, it's like you got to bill for something that you like not really like. All right, like you won't even pay. Most women don't even want to pay bills and shit like that. Like, so it's like you really have a bill. Like, you want this bill? It's like you don't even like to pay for things for your kids. Like, but you're giving your extra money to dog food? What, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you're crazy. You know what I'm saying? I be telling these females they crazy, sister, and they'll look at me like, no, you just don't like dogs. I'm like, man, you gotta find you a dog-loving ass dude then. You feel me?
I think a dog-loving person.
Soon as somebody get on the street, shut up.
Shit, and that's what that dog will be.
On the street.
If I move in. If I move in, he in a shelter. I'm sorry.
I don't even have friends like that. I mean, kind of. Some of them have started getting dogs, but they have like a family dog. But yeah, I don't know many women who are just like dog. If they have real kids that are dog moms and do all that.
You said you don't have many friends that do that?
Oh no.
You don't know, but you know of women that do that though, right?
I know of women who just got some, but they already have like.
They just adopted the habit.
Like they got husbands and stuff like that is what I'm saying, but they just now adding a dog in the mix.
Oh, they're adding a dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a family thing.
And the only other people I know who have dogs and treat them such, they don't have kids. So it's like this dog, I would even say it's replacing the man, it's replacing the kids.
Yeah, but even that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Like it's weird. It's weird if you can have kids. You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird to have kids and you're a female, because it's like, I'm telling you, females don't want bills. So it's like they go to college, they don't want to do their profession, they're in debt. You know what I'm saying? They want to get married in college. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like they might have a kid, they might not, but say they do, right? Most of them never stayed with the dude that they was with. So now it's another dude's responsibility to accept all of y'all because y'all are a package deal. You know what I'm saying? And when he accepts that, you know what I mean? It's like this is the real perpetuating story in America. It ain't the other stuff. And this, I don't even know if this is just America, but I'm here, so I'm gonna speak for right here. Like, I know this is the perpetuating story, and I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, that's why I talk to the women. I have those hard conversations because I'm like, man, y'all lame as hell. Y'all, it's kids that could be adopted out here. The fact that you don't, like, you doing a dog and you taking a dog from a shelter and doing all this shit for a dog, it's real life kids that really, really fucked up. And if you're not no fucked up person, why aren't you giving that energy to people? That's what I do. You feel me? Like, when I wasn't able to love on mine, I loved on everybody else's. Still, you feel me? And it's like, well, why am I doing that as a man? Because I see our community need that. Because ain't nobody doing it. Ain't nobody sitting there being like, oh man, I'm gonna love this shit regardless, no matter how it looks. Like, but a lot of men have to do that with the women that they pick. Like, they don't love them, whether they broke, they don't, or they been in this, they done went to school, got their doctorates and all this, don't want to do the job, want to get pregnant, want you to take care of them, and want to pay 20% of the bills. You feel me? Or 40% of the bills. You feel me? Or don't want to pay none. Like, they be having to accept it.
That's what I'm trying to say, is it's not all women like that. And I'm for real about that, but it's unfortunate that's what they're showing.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I feel like if they're in the pond, that's what they're gonna grab.
If they're not in that position, right? And this is what I'm saying. They're showing that if they're not in that position right now, they're showing that the people that they have around them to do that, the people that they have around them to do that with, they're showing that that's the decision that they're planning on making. Because I hear that a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just hear that a lot by having conversations with females. Like, they'll be wanting to talk to me, and I'll just be like, I just want to explore their mind. I'll be like, man, let me just see this picture. I might pass them to my homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like that. Like, hey, let me find out who she is, and all right, I know a nigga who can handle her. This really what she needs. I really do that. Like, I play matchmaker sometimes. You feel me? I don't know. But it's the same thing like with my sisters. You feel me? Like, they'll ask, like, all my sisters ask me, what you think about this? And I'll be 100 with them. I ain't gonna sugarcoat shit, because I feel like, man, if I sugarcoat it, you'll never hear real information from someone on their side. Because we don't have no father. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's like having to be a little brother and not having a father. It's hard. For sure.
Sounds like it was. Sounds like it. And then just thinking about it, I'm like, oh, you got to be a strong person to come out of that not being gay. I'm not trying to be, I mean, for real.
Yeah, though, but for real. For real, because it's like, man, like, that's why
energy kind of like really
fault dudes. That's why I don't fault dudes who end up with that, because I'll be like, man, you probably had some female that was sitting there loud and obnoxious and beautiful and all of this. She was just, and you just wanted to be like that. Like, this is all you've seen. What you see is what you want to be. And some people are overpowering. I know some mothers that
it could be a bit emasculating.
I know some mothers that had like real life. I'll say some situations like, I'll see a little kid, like they little kids, they'll have a boy and a girl, right? The boy will have they have a phone. The boy got the phone. He don't have the mama on the screensaver, but he got the daughter, like the sister, whether it's a big sister or a little sister, but they'll have the sister on there on the screensaver. The mother will get mad and change it to them. I've seen this like so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, where they'll be like, why am I not on here? And put themselves on there, and you'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll sit there and I'll wait to see the kid's reaction. Like, what is this kid gonna do? So I just sit there, like, I'm that guy where I'm just like sitting back, like, I'll see the kid. He's like, one kid, he was like this. He was like, ew. I was on the floor. I was on the floor. I was like, I told you not to mess with that little boy phone. I told you. I said, I promise you he was gonna do. He loved his sister. Why are you doing that to him? Like, that's torture. You're and you instead of being like, I raised a loving boy, you looked at it like, this nigga love his sister more than he love me.
Competition. See, that's the messed up mentality I said I was talking about, that we are raised as women to be catty toward each other. That is the worst thing ever.
For real, like even me, like me not being able to see me not being able to be around my daughter all the times that I wanted to be around my daughter, especially when she was younger. You feel me? Me going through what I had to go through when my daughter was being born. You know what I'm saying? Me going through stuff like that, like bro, like. And then on top of after all of that, I still don't have the people behind me how they supposed to be. They have been supposed to smack that bitch. You feel me? Like that bitch supposed to get smacked. After she dropped that baby, she's supposed to get smacked. Bop, bop, bop. You feel me? Because I would have did it for y'all. You feel me? I promise you. I don't even get no fuck. Niggas got guns and all this type of shit. All right, cool. Let me know what the nigga got. Let me know how he working. We going over there with what he got. I ain't trying to big step nobody, none of that type shit. You feel me? But we gonna get it popping however you get it popping. You feel me? And that's it, that's all. Especially if this the one I'm doing it for. It's cool. And that's what I expected to be around. But like what I was saying, it was that me not being able to be around, that was competition. That girl don't got no daddy. That girl got a shitty ass mama. You feel me? Like, so at the end of the day, she had no opportunity to be able to see her dad. Like, what same thing that happened to me and my dad died. That shit happened to her when she was born. You feel me? So her seeing a nigga who might love her, and she might take the things that he do not as love. She might take it as affection or whatever, or him getting over or getting by or getting it. You feel me? You might take it however she take it. You feel me? But at the end of the day, if she ain't take it as love, that's her issue. She should have left that dude before she made this kid. Now she'll have competition with this kid and sit there and try to act like this girl ain't supposed to receive all this love from a nigga who love her and who made her fool, who will sit here and stand on you if you don't wash her ass. You feel me? Who will sit there and be like, bitch, give my baby these clothes because I work these jobs. You feel me? I've been giving money. I don't need no government to tell me. But if it comes to a point where we can't communicate, all right, I'm cool with you going to the government and being like, man, tell that nigga to give me some money. All right, cool. We'll work it out. Fuck, bitch. Goofy ass. Now I don't really have to talk to you. You feel me? So at the end of the day, go and take that money. My kid got a phone. Go and get that money, and they know that it's there. Hey, it's there. I love you. Cool. You feel me? And that's how it's gonna be. Like if I can't communicate with you, the communication with my child would never be severed. And that's all that I ask for. You feel me? I don't ask for no, like I don't go over there like I had an issue, right? Sister, let me bring this up. I had an issue, and I just found out that, you know what I'm saying, like one of the little children was mine. You feel me? Boom. It's her birthday now. I'm a dude where I don't give no fuck what it is. Like, I take care of mine. I take care of random kids. You feel me? Random kids. Like, so I'm gonna take care of mine. Like, at the end of the day, it's her birthday. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling my daughter phone. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? They answering the whole time I'm driving. They on the phone the whole time I'm driving. Now I'm finna pull up. They like, now they don't on the phone. Now, you know what I'm saying? I got to show you what type of dude I really am. I got to show you, bitch, I've been to where you stay. You feel me? You don't got to tell me where you stay. You don't got to tell me where my kids at. You don't have to tell me these things. But be comfortable knowing I'm going to always know. Be comfortable. I don't need my sisters to tell me. I don't need my mama to tell me. I don't need your people to tell me. Believe me, when I want to find out something, I'm going to thoroughly do it. So at the end of the day, I'll say what happened. So They ain't answer the phone. All right, cool. They ain't answer the phone. You know, I tell my homie, hey, bro, sit in the car. You feel me? I'm finna go drop this gift off. It's my baby girl birthday. Just found out it's mine. Well, you feel me? I gotta make sure she's right. Well, bring it to her. I'm calling. They not answering. I drop a message. Hey, y'all might wanna answer this phone before I come in and I show you guys that I'm here. So after the message, I waited 2 minutes. You know, that's proper timing. I'm still being, feel me? I ain't hot. All right, cool. Now y'all want to act like I don't know how to get in. Boom, I'm in the door. Now I'm in the door. All right, cool. Now, boom, hey, yeah, open the door. The nigga, he act like he want to get out the towel, get out the shower. Boy, you out of shape and all this type of shit. You want to talk crazy? Well, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna show you who I am. Shut the fuck up. If you want to talk crazy, go ahead, come outside, boy. But you could have answered that phone. You could have made sure that phone got answered. This your household, pussy. You feel me? Now, I'm going to show you, these my kids, though. You feel me? I run this shit. I pay shit. You don't got to worry about it, right? You feel me? So if you do something that's under your own free will, pussy, you feel me? But at the end of the day, don't let her hype you up. Because I'll smack that bitch too. For sure. I'm going to put all the kids in the room and I'm going to smack both of you bitches. Or I'll do it in front of you if you act crazy and I can't do that. You feel me? But certain. So at the end of the day, you know, it got to that. You know, those words were said. But at the end of the day, I told him, boy, I been knew where you stayed, nigga. You ain't seen me pull up. Act like I'm the nigga who's respectful. Before I get disrespectful. You feel me? Because you don't control me and she don't control me. She didn't know, nigga. Now, but that's what you was uncomfortable with, pussy? No, I don't want this. You feel me? I want my kids, though. So at the end of the day, she gonna get this gift, and she could have been outside getting this gift, and I would have been comfortable with that. But y'all want to act crazy. And this is what crazy people get. They get crazy results. And I'm gonna show y'all that y'all ain't shit. You feel me? Y'all ain't shit, but she's something. And she gonna be something. Just like the other two. Now y'all gotta work on y'all's. But them, I got this shit. And that's what they know. You feel me? And everybody in the household, now they know that. You feel me? If you ain't know how I felt, now you know. If you thought me popping over the phone with something, nah, I don't pop over the phone. I'm gonna give it to you at your door. And you don't even gotta know I know where you at.
See, we taught you how to get crazy too.
Stupid. You feel me? And that's the thing, yo. That's the thing. Y'all tell me how to get crazy, but I train myself to be a machine. You feel me? Like I really train myself to be a machine. So I know how to cut off my feelings. I know how to be like,
I was gonna say it's the feelings part. Yep.
I know how to be like, fuck if you want to take these kids away from me and you don't want me to do my job and you don't want me to be due diligent, all right, fuck them kids then, bitch. It's real life out here. It's hoes out here. You feel me? It's money out here. It's goals out here. It's goals and hoes. You feel me? That shit. What? I'm finna go achieve, sister. What I do though?
You got all the hoes and all the goals.
Nah, man, I gotta.
I ain't saying right. No.
He said that shit like trash. I got a lady.
Oh, my bad.
I got a lady, and I went and got a family. You feel me? And now my family is respected. You feel me? That's what I got behind my back. My family is respected because I'm the helm of it. And there ain't no second guessing. There ain't no second guessing. Motherfuckers don't, and you know how I did that? By keeping motherfuckers away from my family. You feel me? That's how I did it. Slowly you can be introduced. That's it. But you no longer get to have private conversations. I've seen what private conversations do, and they're not allowed here. I don't give a fuck who agrees. Oh, Buddy's an iron fist. Buddy is an iron fist, goddamn. And this bitch hurt on the guys. Now, somebody disrespect me in this motherfucker. You could disrespect me about things that you love, but when it comes down to things that I love and I'll take care of, I ain't taking them. You feel me? And that's the same. That's the reason why I had to do that with my kids. Cause nigga, you ain't never gonna pop off at this one. Nigga, I ain't know she was mine, short. This goofy bitch just did some goofy ass shit. She had kids with a nigga who left her and told her she ain't shit. And I don't want nothing to do with you. She had a kid. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. What you want me to do? What you want me to do? I'm a nigga. Shit, I'm in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if I wasn't in it, I made decisions prior to. You feel me? I know I'm a smart nigga. I ain't gonna sit here and hit no bitch that I don't want raw. You feel me? So I'm like, man, hell no. This bitch had to do some crazy shit. Cause I'm not dumb.
Intervention.
You feel me? I'm not dumb. I ain't never been dumb. You feel me? I'm the person who in my relationships, when I was younger, I showed the female how to go get. I asked y'all, how y'all go get birth control? Didn't I? Didn't I ask you?
I don't remember. Probably so.
But I definitely asked you. You definitely told me, and then you said you find
so.
all the rest of this on the internet. Boom, look up this.
Okay, I have to look it up.
then I said, I bet. I got out the phone. I looked up all that shit. I looked it up in my area. I knew how to look it up. Then it was like, man, it was over with after that. Man, I was showing motherfuckers how to go get that birth control. Bitch, if we ain't have
Plan B. They say it's effective.
I feel like not even that. Like just more or less like yeah, just more or less like, you know, like a lot of females, they're like, especially a dude who say you're polygamous, they'll feel like, man, if you ain't fucking them raw, that you really unattached to them. You feel me? And some girls just like getting skeeted in. To be honest.
Conversation going.
I'm just saying that's the reason why a young man would need to know, like, all right, yeah, I need a condom or whatever, but after some point, you know what I'm saying, she's gonna want me to hit this road. And if I do, she needs to be, you know what I'm saying, straight. Like if she not, like, man, like, nigga. Shit, you have a kid. And that's the reason why I wasn't accepting shit. You feel me? That's the reason why I was like, hey, take this money. Take your silly ass on, go do what you gotta do. Because bitch, you knew to go. You knew I was the dude that took you to, you know what I'm saying? I used my car, my gas, take you to the appointment to go get your ass birth control. If I didn't, I made sure you got a ride. I'd be like, man, look, I'll do this, I'll do that for this long. You ain't even got to worry about it. Please take her. If I ain't got the money, you feel me? I'm gonna do whatever it is I gotta do. You feel me? I'm gonna do that. So it's the same thing. Like now you gotta do it. Now you gotta show me your you gotta show me what you made of now. I showed you what I'm made of. I'm made of real shit, real positive energy. You're gonna feel like this towards me, making this decision for myself. I feel like it's healthy. Strapping up, you know what I'm saying? You don't want me to strap up. You want me to go up in you raw because you like nut up in you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to have no baby. All right, cool. But you'll fall into shit like that.
You said, I'll do it then. I'll do it.
No, hell no. I'll do it after them 13 days at birth control.
That's so funny.
You feel me? For real. But
trust none of it.
And I tell a person like, shit, if they say that, bro, and they not respecting your decision, just all in all, leave that. Like, leave her. Because that ain't somebody that you can work with. You can't work with somebody that ain't trusting you. Ain't trusting your decisions, like, or ain't trusting like what you did bettered your relationship. Some females would be like, man, my nigga was cheating on me and I had a good life. Bitch, those other bitches saved your relationship. You feel me? You probably didn't know how many times he was gonna leave. Then he was dealing with this chick that was just gonna shut up, give him what he wanted, or however he had to get it. It was cheaper than getting it from you. You know what I'm saying? Then he went and got it, he came back, and he was like, damn, I'm glad I don't gotta be with this bitch. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna go back to my family, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't respect that. they don't respect it. Like, otherwise, probably a lot of men would say that. They'll be like, man, so I just, baby, I love you. I can't leave these hoes alone. Like, if they could say that and still have a family, they'll probably say that. But nigga, you can't say yeah. Nigga, you better just die on your cross. you better be like, not like King. You better have your hands like this or your hands like this and pray. That somebody.
I heard this joke, and this guy, it was a comedian guy. He was saying like, I know what it's like to have one wife, and he was like, "Cause y'all be out here talking about y'all want to have 5. Yeah, good luck with that shit." And I was sitting there like, yeah, it was funny because I'm like, yeah, no, that's a lot of bitches to be dealing with, right? and that's also another way that I said that, like, this topic that came up, because I was thinking about that. Like, he's talking about marriage, let alone somebody who wasn't married to nobody, but was forced to endure them because this is their household, that type of thing. So
yeah. But even with that being said, it's like you'll have, like, it's just different. Like, I look at all y'all, like, all of you, like, and that's the thing. I'm fucked up. I'm just fucked up because of that. Like, all of my views are fucked up. Like, I can look at 5 women and see 5 different things and be like, we needed all those to be in this place. We needed to, like, I promise you, if we didn't have all of y'all, we wouldn't be I wouldn't be well-rounded. You feel me? I wouldn't be able to understand female situations if some of my sisters didn't go through them shits. And I had to be there and hold their hand, and because I was the only nigga. You feel me? For real. But at the end of the day, it's like that's why I could look at 20 women and be like, motherfucker, you give me 100 women.
I can handle it.
What? I'll change this world. I'm gonna change this world. Because I don't,
great.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here thinking about, oh, I'm gonna have sex with you. I'm just more or less like,
yes, you is.
No. 80 of them bitches getting
Not all 100, sister. Come on now.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never known 100 bitches that I just like. Sister. Come on, out top and then the same in one group. Come on now, all right. It's look, especially if we take it like that, them numbers. But nah, for real, what I was saying is just like more or less, I wouldn't look at all of them sexually. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Not all, like, that's the thing. Everybody comes with something different, but I'm a man that has many missions. I'm a man that has many missions. So they have to realize, like, if I date a female and she has many missions, I had to realize, like, ooh, this bitch might hold out for a dream. This bitch might hold out for a dream. Like, she might. And I don't fault her. I can't be the type of person that fault her if she hold out for a dream. Like, if that made it easier for you, I don't know. Like, even though I don't take shortcuts and stuff like that, hey, shit, I ain't mad at nobody who did cheat. If you done wrote all the answers down and I didn't study, I ain't mad at you. Shit, nigga, I might ask you, what's answer number 13? Can you write that shit down, nigga? I knew all the rest of them. Look, if I get them wrong, that's me. What's 13? Hear me? I might do that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing wrong with you. But at the end of the day, it's my decision to just go about it how I went about it, you know? And that's and it makes me well-rounded, but it makes things tough. And it also just stems from, like, what I'm saying. Like, that's why I respect my stepdad so much, because he even understands his position. He say he is a simp. You feel me? Because I look at niggas like that like they simps. I'm not raising no other nigga kids. I'm not. No. Definitely not these disrespectful ass bitches and these disrespectful ass kids. These kids be disrespectful. You know how many niggas got to go in the households and do some reckoning? I had to do reckoning in my household, sister. You came to my house. Did you come to my house when I had them apartments?
I don't think so.
You don't recall? All right. Well, ask the sisters that do recall coming over there. It looked like chaos.
Oh, I did. I did go over there. Yes.
Did you see it?
When
see it when I wasn't there?
Yes, I saw both. I saw when you wasn't there, and I saw when you came and it was transforming into a place you wanted to have people to come over. Yes.
Exactly.
Kids getting in the tub. I saw lots of things.
I wouldn't invited you if, I'm sorry, y'all gotta look at this like this. Hold on. Kids not in the bath. I'm gonna get them in the let me run that water while I'm getting y'all. Y'all want something to drink? All right, cool. We'll walk you down. I have to be the host too and clean and do all of this. And that's why I was like, bitch, you really think you're gonna find another nigga like me?
You're so silly.
And they gonna love your kids? All you can pray for is that they don't fuck with them. That's all you can pray for. That's it. That's all you can pray for. And you gotta realize everybody has their view of me. So, like Martin Luther King said, I'm gonna just do this. Go ahead. Oh, your dream, bitch. Like when she wanted to move, what I say? Move, ho, leave my kids. They ain't what I said? Because why? I know they better with me. It's a statistic that's out right now, Mel, that says single parent fathers have the same results as a 2-parent household. Crazy. So that's crazy. So you seen it with your own eyeballs. You feel me? And that's a household that I was running, sister. You feel me? But you seen how I run it. But you seen that it's chaotic when I'm not there. That's terrible. That's a bitch that ain't like-minded. That's my sisters and my mother. Like my mom told me. I told mom, I will never, ever be mad at you because you told me not to do this. I ignored you because I watched you make certain decisions where I felt like I was grown enough to judge you. I apologize. Like I told you earlier, when I'm wrong, Mel, I'm gonna apologize. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do. But at the end of the day, it was just like, after that apology, it's healing after that. It's healing after that. I healed myself after that. I knew I chose an ain't shit bitch. And that's not faulting my baby mama. My baby mama's a good woman. She's a good enough woman to my kids. You feel me? Like they alive. They alive and they fed, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't look malnourished. That's just, I'm trying to keep it a buck. I don't want to be bogus. You feel me? Like they ain't malnourished. They ain't how I want them. They ain't how I have them. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they not. Like, even the things that they know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know me, Mel. You know me. I taught my kids hooked on phonics because my stepdaddy taught me hooked on phonics. She don't teach them. She don't do their homework. When the pandemic hit, who was doing that shit? Daddy was. Because why? I'm involved, sister. That's the reason why them households had them same results. You feel me? Because I'm involved in the real shit. I'll be involved with my daughter learning how to pick the right man, learning how to keep him after you pick him. You know what I'm saying? I told my sister shit, you feel me? In the dark that I will never say out loud. You feel me? I'll never say out loud, but I told my sister shit. You feel me? Those are our conversations, but I have real conversations. I ain't gonna sit here and not sharpen them. I ain't gonna sit there and even if they sharp enough, I'm not gonna soften them, throw water on them. You feel me? I'm gonna be like, damn, Joe, hey, chill out. You feel me? Like, look at bro. Like, that's my bro. Like, bro, do him. And bro
I
was
was
like,
just letting you know I'm sitting here
ain't
so I
nobody.
can hear everything because she took the living room.
Yeah, you can hear shit. Gang, gang.
I was gonna play the game, but she was in the living room. But
You know what? No,
in 10 minutes, motherfuckers start dying. So you're gonna hear that shit in the back.
you're not turning it down. I'm gonna turn it down.
She said that's gonna
Bro,
happen.
you have a PS5?
In 9.5 minutes, motherfuckers start dying.
But you ain't got a PS5 though.
Nah, shit, Black Ops 2 got cross compatibility. You just gotta type the whole name in.
All right. Well, I'm finna get the game. I'm gonna get the game tomorrow when I get to the crib. I ain't going to the crib tonight. I'm outside.
But no matter where I go, they kind of gravitate to wherever I'm at. So I might as well get in the living room and then shoo them away as they're coming over here. Unless the kids are asleep, everybody act like I'm not recording the video, you know? So, but yeah, but it was good talking to you because you really get a big, broad perspective of, like I was saying, the good that comes with the bad. And like you said, you're healing, you're evolving, and you're going to continue to do so. You're not all the way healed. Nobody's ever really all the way healed. So we always are doing that like in steps. But
So,
for talking
to me. But I'll say this. And just like I told you earlier, every great man needs their heart broke. You feel me? I got my heart broke, and now I'm able to give a different part of my heart to somebody that deserved it. You feel me? And they didn't like, and they showed me that they deserved it by loving the broken me. You feel me? When I was messed up by somebody, I still had to be loved on. I still had to be, you know what I'm saying? Like I still had to mend this broken heart. You feel me? Still had to. And at the end of the day, when somebody showed me that, they'll see that the things that you'll reap may be the things that you wanted. Because I'm that type of person. You feel me? I'm that type of person that's gonna give you stuff that you want. But I'm gonna do it in due time. And if you trust me, you feel me? If you trust me, then just trust me. Cause I'm one of those where it's like, man, they know. Ask them. I've been giving back since I was a kid. I don't just give back now. You feel me? I don't look at giving somebody the clothes off my back like I'm doing something. I'm besides making them warm or giving them something that's gonna heighten their swag up, like how I got, you know what I'm saying? I got miscellaneous pieces from the world at weird times, you know what I'm saying, that turn my swag up. Shit. Coach Herzog, you know what I'm saying? Like Bob Herzog, he was one person who would just come pick me up, get me goddamn McDonald's after a game and be like, hey boy, you did good for yourself. You feel me? Every game, like, give me what I want. Like, I didn't have a lot of people that was giving me what I want. Miss Robinson, that's why her picture right there. You feel me? That's why her picture in my shop. She's the person that saved me. You feel me? When I was hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the worst position. Can't be saved. Women do that, and that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to put themselves in positions to save the youth. You feel me? That's what they're supposed to do. Put yourself in a position to save the youth. And women that aren't doing that, I be having the tough conversations with them, and I might bash them in a certain way. You feel me, or whatever, or whatnot, and maybe in a joking way. You feel me? But all of it comes from real love, and I just really be wanting the best for the kids that come behind it, even my kids. You feel me? So I be knowing at the end of the day, if I had these tough conversations with these females that are around my community, then at the end of the day, when they even interact with somebody, you know, maybe they'll approach it differently. And maybe like they'll second guess what they're doing. They ain't gonna look at it some way. They ain't gonna look at it like, you know, it's healthy for me to, you know, it's healthy for me to not want to grow as a person. Because it's not. It's like you're a working part of your community, and if you're not a working part of your community, you can just go ahead and off yourself.
It's that mentality of wanting to be like the same A1 since day one, the same person. I ain't never change up, but Yeah, may everybody continue to grow. But thank you for doing this with me because I feel like that's what was needed to be aired right now. Basically, is that there is an effect that's had on people. It makes a different kind of person when they are raised with their masculine energy around nothing but feminine energy.
For sure. Love, sister.
Love you.
Love. I love, bro. Go ahead and bro gonna be in the Drake. Pull out the Draco.
Love you, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I ain't even gonna say.
Not in front of King, though. Not in front of King, bro. Be peaceful.
No.
No.